it's your girl Kalia. I'm back here again with a new motherfucking banger. Y'all already know what's up. I told y'all I was coming back with these bangers. I told y'all. Yes, it might be a little slow. Yes, it might take some time. I know, I get it, okay. I just want to thank y'all for the people that are continuing to be subscribed to me, watching my videos, and, you know, keeping up to date on what's going on with me and how's going on with me and all that goodness. I'm gonna take my drink real quick, so just hold on. Alright guys, in the next video I'm going to shout out the company for this. I just didn't think about it until like I started the video. I was like, fuck, I should have did like an intro to that first. But in the next video I will do it, why I'm going to stop talking about it, or why I'm going to stop bringing this person up, or why I'm going to stop doing all this. The reason why I'm saying this is because I feel like I'm in a place where I feel like I am understanding more every day, every single day, of, you know, if you're in a relationship with somebody and, you know, you're going through hard times, or she's going through a hard time, or he's going through a hard time, and they don't have time for you within those times where y'all both are like, she's up here, he's down here, and y'all not meeting in the middle where y'all could be understanding of each other, please just like distance yourself away from that person. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm now realizing more and more every single day I should stop talking about what's going on in my relationship. The reason why is because, you know, is draining, it's sad, it's depressing, it's heartbreaking, it's confusion, it's all the things that you don't need for yourself. Especially for me, because I feel like the reason why I talk about it so much is because I want that person to understand, like, what am I feeling, how am I feeling, what am I going through, how am I doing it daily basis and things like that. I haven't talked to my significant other for like a last couple of weeks. I have been calling, reaching out. He does not answer me, he does not respond to me. So in that point of understanding is that, you know, he wants to be left alone. It's so hard to fight for a relationship that you want to build from the ground up when the other person is not building from the ground up with you. And I'm feeling like now, like being that I'm in a state, in, you know, mental state and an emotional state where, you know, I could be reaching out to him, telling him how I feel, telling him what I expect from him, try to get him to understand, like, you know, this is how I'm feeling, this is my emotions. And if you're not respecting my emotions and how I'm feeling, like if I'm telling you point A, this is why I'm upset, point B, this is how I feel, and point C of what I expect for you to do or say, and you're still hitting me with point D of what does that have to do with me, or you did this yourself, or then you don't really care about how I'm feeling. So I just want everybody to understand that if the man or the woman that you're with is not emotionally helping you or emotionally understanding you, then it's time to hit your pause button or hit your restart button when it comes down to yourself. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Why my shoulders look so brolic? Oh my god. Right now I'm in a state where I stop texting, I stop calling, I just stopped doing everything because, you know, it seems like I'm begging for attention. It seems like I'm begging for my significant other to hear me out, to see that I'm actually doing good, I'm doing better, that I'm trying. Like, everything is a try. You have to try to do better. You have to try to be good. You gotta try to do this. You gotta try to do that. But when you're trying, they don't take the appreciation of you trying. So it's like, okay, so if you're not appreciating me trying, if you're not appreciating the time that I am trying, if you're not appreciating the attention that I need from you, or you're not appreciating the support that I need from you, so why the fuck am I still running my ass back to get you to understand? Like, if you don't understand 3 times, then there's no more understanding from that third try. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying, then that's good. If you don't, then I'm gonna try to break it down more to you. For example, like my significant other, you know, the person that I was with, because we're gonna say was, because currently I don't even know where we lead at, where the situation is. I don't even fucking know. A significant other is in the service. I understand there's rules and regulations that they have to follow. There's rules and regulations that they have to do. There's rules and regulations that they have to follow up on. Okay, I get that. Cool. I know it's a hard job. I know it's a difficult job where you lose your life, or you know, you able to get out, you able to get your freedom. I get that. Trust and believe. My grandfather was in the service, so sometimes he even told me, like, there's certain things that you have to do. You know, you can't talk to your family, you can't talk to your friends, you can't do this, you can't do that. I get that. Me and my mom we had a storage unit. The bill was sky high, like it was going up. So me and my mom made the decision to move out the storage place and go to a smaller storage unit, right? So it's only me and my mom. Like, my mom can barely pick up stuff. Like, I have to pick up stuff. Like, it was a bunch of stuff. Like, couches, computer desks, like, boxes. Like, it was a whole lot of stuff. As my significant other, I told him, like, yo, like, you know, me and mommy needs help. Can you come down to New York? Because he's currently not in New York. He's currently somewhere else. But can you come down to New York for the weekend and help me and mommy move out the storage place before we have to pay for the new storage unit? He was like, yeah, I'll come down, like, ask mommy if it's okay. Cool, I asked mommy. My mom, she said it was great, cool, you could come down. He was supposed to come down Friday night, evening, afternoon, I don't fucking know. Usually, when he's on his way down to New York, he does not usually text me, or he does not usually call me when he's on his way down. You know, he's been doing that for months. Like, anytime that I tell him to come down, he'll come down. He'll text me like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So me and my mom come home from work. So I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh, maybe he's on the road. Like, maybe he's halfway here. Like, maybe he will pick me and my mom up from the job. I don't know. This is my mentality and what I'm thinking. So it goes, me and my mom get home like about maybe 6. So me and my mom, we sitting up there chilling, watching TV together because we was watching Life After Lockup. That's our favorite show. Well, that's my favorite show, but my mom, I get my mom into it a little bit, just a little bit. She don't like all that shit. Hours go by, 7, 8, 9. So I'm like, all right, so let me call him. I called him. He didn't pick up. He called me back like 5 seconds later, or 2 seconds later. Guys, when I mean like, he was home. He was just getting home from work, right? So I'm like, why you not on the road? Why you ain't halfway here? Like, am I missing something? Like, am I confused? Like, what am I seeing shit wrong? Like, what the fuck? So I get upset, right? So as a woman, I get upset. That's my emotions. So I was like, yo, like, where the fuck you at? Like, why you need, like, you know? His answer was, I'm just getting home and it was a change of schedule that I have to work this weekend. But mind you, he told me he didn't have to work that weekend that I asked him to come down. He told me he didn't have to because he already did all his duties or whatever last weekend. I'm like scratching my motherfucking head, like, so I'm like, you know what? I hand my mom the phone because I'm like, I'm not dealing with mixed up stories right now. You talk to mommy. You explain to her what happened because both of us is sitting up here waiting for you. My mom is way past her bedtime. My mom is in her bed by like 7 o'clock, 6:30. So it was kind of nice enough for her to stay up because of the fact that she loves you and she considers you her son-in-law. So of course she wants to make sure you got here safe, you're safe. He's talking to her. I don't know what they were talking about. And she calls me. She like, yo, get the phone. Here's the phone back. So I'm like, yo, like, you know, like, what the fuck? Like, why you didn't call me? Why you didn't text me and let me know that you was not going to come up? If anybody that's in the service or was in the service, comment down below. Let me know, like, is it a rule that you're not supposed to be on your phone or you can't make emergency phone calls, anything like that to your mother, your father, you know, your brother, your girlfriend, your wife, to let them know, like, any other changes happen within their schedules, like, anything, like, just let me know. So he tells me that, you know, the schedule changed, whatever. So, of course, I'm upset because you did not have the decency to say to your boss or your commander or whoever high in charge that hired you, may I have 5 minutes or at least 2 minutes so I could call my wife or call my girlfriend to let her know that, you know, it's a change of plans. You know, you don't have to get into details, but just they be like, you know, can I give my wife a heads up or give my girlfriend a heads up to let her know that I'm not coming? It's the communication that you seem to fly over your head, which I just don't understand. So I got so heated to the point where I just hung up the phone on him. Like, I didn't want to hear the bullshit. I didn't want to hear the lies. I didn't want to hear I didn't want to hear the make-up stories. I didn't want to hear none of that. You're not taking my feelings into consideration because of the fact that not only me is up waiting for you, but my mother is up waiting for you. So weeks go by, you know, after that incident, weeks go by. So I'm texting him. I'm like, yo, like, I miss you. I love you. You know, I hope you're doing good and things like that. And I texted him like the next day, telling him how proud I was of him and how proud I am that he's, you know, getting his life together, that he's, you know, in a good space, and, you know, and he's doing what he has to do. And like, I'm proud of him. And I told him the situations that I've been going through with, you know, my job and kids, and how I'm feeling and how my, you know, states are feeling. Like, he just ignored all of that. Like, he just ignored anything and everything that I was telling him. I called him. I texted him after that situation. So one day I'm at work. I'm like, you know what? Let me call him again. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's on break or something. Like, let me call at this rightful time. Call him. And he didn't answer. Then he called me back like maybe 5 seconds later. Big ass attitude. Like, what you calling me for? You called me. Yes, I did call you. And then I'm like, well, what you upset with me? You mad with me? Like, oh, you had an attitude with me, so you hung up on me. So you would basically say, like, fuck you and this and this and that. Whoa, sir. I had an attitude because you lied to me. I had an attitude because not only did I stay up waiting for you, if I didn't call you, my ass would have been still sitting up waiting for you, and my mother would have been still sitting up waiting for you. And then my mother would be questioning me about how you move. Of course, I had to deal with that because my mom, she don't play that shit. Like, if you're going to say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You ain't going to switch up on nobody for anything. Like, she understands that he's in the service, like, things happen. She gets that. You couldn't have the decency to say to your commander or whoever's in charge. So she was pissed off about that with me. With me. Not with him. With me. Because she's like, this is supposed to be your person. You know, this is supposed to be your boyfriend. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm confused because he was like, oh, you just texted me out the blue now after that whole situation and some other shit. He said he don't got time for my bullshit. My bullshit, sir? I haven't been doing jack shit. You know, you've been doing your own thing. I'm in the wrong because I had a attitude. Perfect. Fine with me. There was no more conversation after that. He only called me one time within March, and after that, I ain't hear from him no more. See, guys, like, this is what I mean by knowing yourself and knowing the person that you're dealing with. I've been supporting this person for like maybe 4.5 years, getting him where he wants to be at, getting him where he needs, getting this, getting that. Most of the things where I have been getting him was unnecessary, but I got him where he needs to be at now. Now with me, I'm struggling trying to get where the fuck I'm trying to get at. Not that I'm complaining about it, but I'm just saying as a way of understanding how people actions change when you, the person that been supporting that person, needs help. I don't ask him for help. I only asked him help for one time, for help for some groceries. I haven't seen that money yet, and I texted him that in February, and this is now fucking April, and I have not even gotten no money sent to me yet, which is fine, which is good. Like, I understand, like, if you want to be somebody that want to use somebody, and then when they need that help, you don't want to help, cool, great. I have no problem with that, sir. I have no problem at all. You need to learn and understand when somebody is helping you and somebody that loves you and cares for you and wants you to do great, you would expect the same for them. You should be flipping your script when it comes down to me, because I've been helping that person for a long ass time, and this ain't no money that is growing in my backyard where I could just pick it off. Like, no, this is money coming from my savings, my grandfather's will. Like, that will was supposed to be for me, but I've been taking care of this man financially with that. I'm scrapping my ass off trying to take care of those things. I want females to understand, if a man is not going to give you the same level as you was giving him, abort, cut, don't want to hear it, goodbye. Right now, for me, every single day, like every day when I get up, he is on my mind. Like, I can't be focused at work. I can't think at work. I gotta think about this. I gotta think about that. And it's sad because every day I hope to get a message from him, or every day I hope I get a phone call from him. Every day I hope I'll get an email from him. What's the division going on that you cannot seem to reach out to me, but I've been reaching out to you? So I'm in a place where emotionally I'm just completely done. Emotionally, I'm just done with the back and forth, the arguing, I'm I'm tired of your bullshit. You're tired of my bullshit. Say you love me and you say you care about me and you want me to do better and you want me to be your peace, because that's what he said to me. He wants me to be his peace, but I'm trying to be your peace. Then you're backtracking your words. Every single time when I do a YouTube video, it's like, my status is this, my status is that, my status is I don't know, my status is confusion, my status is going through some shit. Like, when can my videos ever be when I'm happy, we're in a good place, or, you know, we're moving on, or I'm engaged, or we're moving in together, like we're making big steps? Like, when can it ever be that? Mentally, it's like you don't know what the fuck to say. Like, you don't know what the fuck to say, you don't know what the fuck to do, you don't know what the fuck is going on. And then sometimes he be like, you know what you did. Sir, I have trillion billion things running through my head every day. How the fuck am I supposed to know what the fuck I did yesterday, or last week, or the 2 weeks before that, or the month before that, or a year? Like, how am I supposed to remember all that? The only thing that is everything is communication, loyalty, love, and respect. If you don't have all four of those things, there's no type of resolving anything without those four things. Yes, you could work on one by one. Yes, you can. But if you're by yourself, like me, working on each one, and he's only half of the one that you're working on, that's a problem. And then he be like, love never changed. Love does change. Love does change when you change. Love does change when you're not communicating with me. Love does change when you're being disloyal. Love does change when you're not respecting me. Love does change when you're not supporting me. So I want you to understand that as well. I know this video is gonna be kind of long, but I'm sorry. But I know I'm getting off track of what I'm supposed to be talking about. But after today, I'm done talking about my relationship status, thinking about my relationship status. I am done trying to figure out my relationship status. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see y'all guys in the next motherfreaking video. Bye!
That woman emotionally checks out, she's done. It ain't no coming back from that. Oftentimes, a woman emotionally checks out of a relationship because you never emotionally truly checked in. She's been begging you for months. I need emotional intelligence in this relationship. I need you to acknowledge my emotions. And how many times have you minimized her emotions? Men say, well, I'm logical. I'm thinking with my logic. All those emotions you got, all those feelings you got, you dismiss a woman's emotions in a relationship, then wonder why she emotionally checked out of it. When she stopped caring, what the you doing? That shit is over. So if you love her, I do not want you to push that woman to the line of emotionally checking out of that relationship. Yes, I know, brothers, you do emotionally care for her. How does she know if you don't speak the emotional language in which the relationship needs to flourish? Don't be surprised when she emotionally checks out. And when she checks out emotionally, the shit is over. So if you don't want that to happen, make sure you invest in emotionally. The last thing you want to do is lose somebody you had emotions for simply because you refuse to display them in the relationship.